What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn has made many interviews stating that nothing was wrong with Anthony Joshua. All the rumors, the anxiety, the panic attacks, the concussions, all that was total rubbish, right? Andy Ruiz won, plain and simple, fair and square. Boom. Okay. Then he comes out and says Anthony Joshua doesn't remember anything from the third round. Okay, now you done fucked up. Now you done fucked up. Because now you're telling us these are things that's happened either before the fight or after the fight or during the fight. Okay? What happened before the fight? What that we could see with our eye. We seen cuts, bruises, abrasions, right? All over his face. And he had different excuses on why. He told this guy that, he told this guy another thing, right? And he goes in there and gets beat up pretty bad by Andy Ruiz. Drops Ruiz, gets dropped twice by Ruiz, and doesn't remember that whole round. Okay. Then, in the seventh round, he gets stopped. Or the referee waves it off. Or whatever, however you want to call it. Now, I can understand if he didn't remember anything from round 6 or 7. Because, the damage was done in 3, which he's supposed to remember. Because that's the beginning of the fight. So, you're telling me he doesn't remember anything from round 3. So, he doesn't even remember knocking the guy down. So if he doesn't remember knocking the guy down, okay, how are you going to convince us that it wasn't a concussion? Concussion is memory loss. And mind you, this is before he got knocked down, people. He don't remember the third round at all. And you can say, oh, well, he got hit later in the third round. It made him lose everything in the third. Okay, maybe. But if he doesn't remember the third round, obviously, look. I've heard boxers say that, their adrenaline was high and then they just don't remember, like, getting knocked down. He doesn't remember the whole third round. So that's hard to believe that, it comes from Andy Ruiz inflicting that pain on him. I believe that he inflicted insult to injury already. Prior injury, people. But I don't think that he's going to go in there and don't remember the third round. Something happened before that caused him not to remember. But of course, how can we prove that at this point? You know what I'm saying? Because he did get hit again and again. But then again, like I mentioned before in another video, did you think Ruiz hits harder than Klitschko? You know what I mean? Look at the knockouts Klitschko has. They both hit Joshua. Joshua looked like he got hit by a damn... You know what? Maybe it was Deontay Wilder coming in there. Maybe he hit him with Deontay's punch. Because that's what it seems like he hit him with. He hit him with a left hook that threw him off. And he fell down as the result. That knocked him totally off balance. Knocked off his equilibrium. But why did that happen so easily? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, damn. Not saying, and not taking nothing away from Ruiz saying the man can't punch. Okay, you gotta get your ass in the ring to see how he punches. I'm not saying that. But Klitschko, I think, hits a lot harder than Andy Ruiz. You know what I mean? But if you were already compromised before going in there, those punches are gonna feel like some damn Klitschko punches. That's why he went down. Okay? I would buy that. But for him not remembering anything and you're trying to tell us nothing was wrong with this guy this whole time, you just put your foot in your mouth. You should have left that out. You should have told that cameraman, oh, no, cut that. No memory loss. No, he remembered everything. Because you fucked up. Because those are one of the characteristics of having a concussion. And everyone's saying he looked relieved. Yeah, he looked relieved. A lot of pressure was on him. But probably the pressure was getting his ass in the ring. You know what I mean? He probably didn't even want to go out. He knew in himself, in the back of his mind, I shouldn't be fighting this fight. This date was doomed from the get-go because I lost my opponent that I was supposed to come over here to fight in the first place. So we need to scrap this whole fucking thing anyway. And it was going to suck, but who cares? The show must go on, people. That was the mentality of the team of Joshua. And I think Joshua was like, well, fuck it. I'll just go with it. I'll just get rid of Andy Ruiz quickly. Didn't happen, did it? No. Right? Now, I remember another fighter, Timothy Bradley. When he fought Ruslan Pravandikov, he got a concussion in that fight. And a lot of things he said he couldn't remember, especially after the fight. But the way he was acting when the last bell rang, because, he went to war with Pravandikov. You guys have to check out that fight. Awesome fight. Made me respect Timothy Bradley 100%. Because, everybody was pissed off at Bradley because of the Pacquiao decision and all that. But when I seen the Pravandikov fight, I said, this dude is the truth, okay? Because he got knocked down 2 or 3 times, and they ruled it a slip a couple times, right? He was clearly out. And that wasn't gassed. Timothy Bradley don't get gassed, I don't believe. That's one dude that has stamina. I want some of his stamina. Dude, when you die, give me some of your stamina, right? But anyway, he was acting like, that is one of the signs. Joshua was having those same symptoms, man. He was having the same exact symptoms, that almost like a drunk person, like a punch drunk person, where you're out of it. Yeah. And you're going to tell me he has memory loss. Well, you just shitted on everything you made us try to believe. You went against everything you convinced us like nothing was wrong, this, that, and the other, but then yet you're still giving us signs of things that's action, that's actually happening with Joshua. He doesn't remember the 3rd round. Sign of concussion. He has black eyes. People said, rumors that he got knocked out and got a concussion, right? Dad pissed as he was, and that doesn't, it was just his emotions riding high. What? No. He knew something else was wrong with him. They knew he shouldn't have been in there anyway, and you made my boy get in there. And that's why he was pissed off the whole time, But enough about Eddie. This all falls in. I'm actually going to do a video about Rob McCracken today sometime. But you can't just look at Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is a promoter. Eddie Hearn knew this is his Canelo if he was Golden Boy, right? This is his top fighter. So he had to produce. You think about his stable. He's made some good cards, but a lot of these fighters has lost. He was banking on Joshua to knock out Ruiz. He needed that win, and especially in America because, all these guys from, that he was signing, they're getting beat. So I know there was pressure on him, so he begat pressure on Joshua. But Joshua has another element of the team, a whole nother side. He had his training team, the team that is working with him intermittently, right? Off and on, in-house. They see what's going on with Joshua. They should have been able to make the call, not the promoter. They should have been, as a trainer, the trainer's job is to protect the fighter. Period. Train the fighter, guide the fighter, protect the fighter. And Rob McCracken, they say there's nothing wrong, but all these signs, you mean to tell me you guys didn't notice anything? And if they did know, this is all I'm saying. If Rob McCracken did know that something was wrong with Anthony Joshua, and let him go out there anyway, he's no better than Eddie Hearn. Matter of fact, he's worse, because he should know my fighter can't fight under these conditions because it's not right. It cheapens the fight. It cheapens him. It's not a good representation of him, And then it cheats the other fighter too, because the other fighter's thinking, hey, I won this fair and square. He did his job. Andy Ruiz did his job. But if we got all this other drama and stuff going on the other side, the fight shouldn't have happened. And then he should really definitely reconsider who's training him, But discouraging news from his interview, he's not doing any of the sort, You know, he's not moving. He's not leaving them. And his problem is he's just too loyal. So technically, he's no better than a PBC fighter is to Al Heyman. Real talk. Because if these guys can put you in this situation and you still want to stay with them because of loyalty, hell, I can't talk about Deontay Wilder or any of those guys no more. They're staying with him because of, you know, how good he is to them. Well, Anthony Joshua was saying the same thing, but we're clearly seeing that all these signs are telling us that he was compromised before getting into the fight. So that's bad. This shit looks terrible. It looks bad for Eddie Hearn. It looks bad for Rob McCracken. And it looks bad for Anthony Joshua because, you know, pride got him into the ring. Pride or pressure, people, got him into the ring Saturday, a week ago. You know, and if he knew he wasn't ready, he shouldn't have went out there. You know, maybe that panic attack was probably him deciding, do I want to pull the plug or not? Do I really want to pull the plug? Do I really want to go out there like this right now? That's probably what it was. That would probably delayed the ring walk. You know what I'm saying? That means that walk wasn't confident, you know? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this video, about Eddie Hearn's statements of his memory loss. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.